What's going on, guys? Ryan with Jedha Patrol back with another video today. Yes, the Grail of Grails, unboxing Shoretrooper. Let's get to it. That's right, guys. Ryan back with another video today because of the recent release of the Hot Toy Shoretrooper, which, if you've paid attention to the channel, I've been telling you it's coming. I told you. You just gotta read between the lines sometimes in those spy notes, because sometimes I can't just come out and just say it obviously. So you know, you gotta protect the spies. But I will tell you, I knew this guy was coming, super excited about it. And some of you guys in the Facebook group have been asking, like, should I pay X amount of dollars for this guy? Should I pay X amount of dollars for this guy? And I said, no. Just tap the brakes, hold on a minute, and we'll kind of go from there. But I've had this guy in the collection. I bought it brand new in 2016, actually 2017. Bought this guy brand new, and I've had it here for a while. And I never actually did a proper video on it, so I thought it'd be kind of fun to do. We'll take a look at this guy, mess around with a little bit, pose it up, and take a look at some of the differences in the releases that we saw today from Hot Toys, and whether or not you should get this one, or maybe the other ones, or maybe all of them. And let's just be honest with you, skip to the end, buy them all. But let's go ahead and open this guy up. First off, this is an older box. And mine's been dinged up a little bit. It's not the best. But even back in 2017, they did these little bands on some of the figures, not all of them. They did one on K2SO and no, the Rogue One line. Most of the Rogue One line had these little bands. This is actually pretty cool. But this is the actual Shoretrooper Captain. And yeah, let's go ahead and open it up and see what's inside. And here's the box. Everybody has been waiting on this thing. I'm telling you what, this has actually been one of my favorite figures in the collection for a very long time. And not just because of the value proposition, because it's rare, hard to find, but honestly because Rogue One's my favorite Star Wars film. So that is really the main reason. But here we go, guys. We've got the Shoretrooper. Check out this box art. For those of you who are excited about the new releases, you have good reason to be excited. Look at that Shoretrooper. You have a lot of good reasons, and I'll show you about that here in just a second. But look at the side. Here's all your whodunits, and I got this upside down, by the way. I guess I'll flip it that way. There we go, Shoretrooper right there. This is MMS 389, and I think we are way past that. We're almost at 600. Like we're getting pretty close to that. So there's our box. Let's go ahead and open this guy up, and it's not really a lot changed as far as the styles of boxes in the many years we've been doing this, but we can take a close look. But here is your Shoretrooper. This is an actual photo of the figure. Okay, so we've got this guy, and then we got this guy way back here in 2017. Actually, 2016 is when they announced it. This grunt back here has been here for a very long time. It's almost like the prequels, where they're harkening back and just showing us all the goodness from the OG trilogy back to the prequels, back to the sequels, and super cool stuff going on right there. But let's look at this stuff inside. Now, yes, I did put all this stuff back in here to show you what it looked like in case you happen to be interested, and you know, I just thought it'd be kind of fun. So we'll take this out. This one actually came with, and as you can see, I've never actually used this thing, came with this cool little diorama display base. This was a little too artsy for me, cartoon-like. I mean, it's comic, you know, style for me to use in my display, so I never actually opened it, but it did come with this. I don't think the new ones are coming with this, but this one did, so there it is. And we'll get you out of here and see what's actually in the clamshell. Surprise! I already know what's in here. Had this figure too long. Look at this. Woo! All right, so we got the figure. We got not a whole lot of accessories. Not a whole lot, okay? We got the figure, we got a blaster rifle, we've got some hands, and we got a display base. That's pretty much it. It doesn't really come in a whole lot. But here is the blaster rifle, if you guys want to check this out. It does have some very nice weathering on it. So right in here, you see the gradient between the silver wash here and the black and the gray. And it just looks nice. We got a nice sturdy strap. This is a lot more sturdy than the one I literally just unboxed with the Death Trooper from the Mandalorian. This is like so much more sturdy. I don't know why, but it just is. Nice little design on this blaster rifle. As you can see right here, we've got a little ammo cartridge right here, which does not come out. Don't try to remove that. We got a nice little scope right here. And if he wants to, you can kind of do one of these numbers and go boom, and he can look down this scoop right here if he wants to. Nice little touches of red, silver wash. I mean, just well done for something that's 4 or 5 years old now. Actually, yeah, 4 years old, and it's nice. It's a nice piece. This stock piece is not supposed to come off. Mine just came unglued. That's not supposed to happen. So, but it's been like that pretty much since I got it. So there's that. We do have 4 extra hands, and then the 2 hands that actually come on the figure. So we'll take those to the side. We'll get the figure out. Take a look at him in just a second, and then we have a display base, which is pretty nice because it's just a normal Star Wars display base. There's nothing crazy. It does say in Imperial Shoretrooper. That's what it says right there. Rogue One logo there. And it came with this little application. It's actually a pretty good little application if you wanted to apply it to your base. But I never really take these out of the box, but that's what it looks like. If anybody's curious, it's nice, right? And then we get our normal crotch grabber, which I put there. So I'm gonna actually put that back, put all this stuff back in here, get this out of the way. All right, since I've actually owned this figure for a while, I don't have to worry about taking plastic off the figure, so that's nice. But so we took a look at the blaster rifle. Let's take a look at the hands, and this is nicely weathered, and this is what I expect from the reissue. Or actually, it's not even a reissue. The new version of this guy, we're going to get the squad leader. I expect this level of detail out of this release. So we're going to get a rifle supporting hand on the left hand. So you're going to get that. You're going to get 2 fisted hands, right and the left. Nice little weathering and wash. I mean, this guy's been through some things. You're going to get a right and a left pistol blaster holding hand right there, or trigger hand, and here's your other relaxed hand for your right hand, which I didn't really have pegged in all the way because I was like taking the stuff off, but there's the other hand. So one of the things with armored figures, as you guys, if you familiar, anytime they have these little gauntlet things here, it definitely pushes the hands off, and this is no different than that right there. But look at this. Look at the detail on this bad boy. It is sick. It is absolutely sick. It's beautiful, man. Absolutely beautiful. I mean, you can see all the little details going on here with the red symbol up top, with all the little weathering and wash and just everything going on. The colors, it's absolutely beautiful. The blue, the gradient, and the battle damage and weathering going on around the side, and the weathering going on down here in the bottom. Every bit of this is very nicely done. This guy's been through some battle. He's the captain. He's kind of been he's been through some things, right? We get this nice little shoulder armor here with the blue, the white, and then the blue, which is totally different than the squad leader that we're going to see photos of here in a little bit. Totally different. And then we've got this nice little weathered section here, blue, yellow, and the tan. This is actually a pale yellow, I guess, if lack of a better word. It's not a super saturated figure other than the actual blue sections, and you got this red section here with the orange. It's not super saturated. It's definitely meant, it makes sense that it would be a Shoretrooper. It would match in with you know, the ocean and whatnot, or the beach. So it's, you know, it looks like that. The articulation on this guy is actually pretty nice. I mean, he'll do pretty much anything you want him to do. It's just a ball joint here, kind of will do whatever. The shoulders up here, these are actually on little bands, elastic bands right there, so you can actually just get those out of the way, and you can almost do essentially anything you want, other than if the armor's actually going to touch each other. But look at that bend, the double joint. I mean, you could do pretty much whatever you want. The only issues I've ever had posing this figure are trying to get it to where he's actually, well, the hands actually coming off like that. The trying to get a good bend on the wrist because it interacts with the armor there. So that's that. So what you're seeing happen right now is it's just a thing. It just is what it is. The hands don't really come off all that easy unless you bend them like I just did. Torso wise, I mean, it's got decent twist. It's nothing crazy. It doesn't have much ab crunch at all because this piece of armor is running in this piece of armor, so you're not gonna really have a whole lot there. It does have some things that the squad leader does not have, other than the colored marking, so we've got that, which is gonna play pretty big deal into the market value of this figure, which we'll talk about at the end of the video. We've got this nice little pouches going right here, which we saw on the Death Trooper, but the Death Trooper had them up here, so these guys got them down here. Nice little belt action. And then on the back, you've got thermal detonator. You got a coffee cup. No, it's not actually a coffee cup. We got little pouches. We got all kinds of weathering going on back here. And then the pants are like a khaki color. And you can do whatever you want. It's pants. You can maneuver it however you want. The shin armor is fairly loose, so you can maneuver it however you want with that. It's just a beautiful figure, and there's a reason why people really want this. Number one, Rogue One's a beautiful film, fantastic. One of the greatest Star Wars films of all time, if not the best Star Wars film of all time. You can debate that down in the comment section. Limited edition because a couple things. One, Rogue One at the time when it was released wasn't all that popular. Turned into one of those things that everybody loved. And then, so pre-orders for this weren't very high. And then over time, more and more people started liking Rogue One, and this figure became scarce. So there you go. But yeah, that's pretty much what we got. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pose this guy up, and then we'll talk about the upcoming releases and kind of what you might want to do for your own collection. All right, guys, so I was 100% not planning on breaking out all these figures, but I got to having fun with it, and I figured, what the hell, you guys like this kind of stuff. So here we go. Obviously, I've got the Shoretrooper rotating around. We've got Director Krennic. We've got Grand Moff Tarkin. We've got a Death Trooper Specialist Deluxe coming around the bed. Then we've got this is actually the Mandalorian Death Trooper coming up next. And the Grunt, in which I just did an unboxing video on that. If you want to check that out, I'll put a link up above. And then we've got TK14057, and we've got the Jedha Patrol Trooper coming up with the white pauldron, and then we've got an Imperial Stormtrooper coming up after him with the black pauldron. So let's talk about this lineup, guys. This is a chance for you to add more stuff to your Rogue One lineup, in addition to just being, I mean, just absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at that guy. Tarkin, one of the best portraits they've ever made right there. Krennic, also one of the best portraits they've ever made. Then we've got a Death Trooper. I mean, all these figures are beautiful. Every one of them. So I guess the question we got to ask is, number one, do you need the Shoretrooper in your collection? If you're a Rogue One collector, yes. I think the upcoming release of the Shoretrooper Grunt and the Shoretrooper Squad Leader, 100% buys, no question about it. I think they're just, don't pass them, okay? You got time. They're going to be coming out, in a year or two, whenever they actually get around to actually releasing them versus what they're telling us. And there's no way in hell you should pass on these figures if you're a Stormtrooper collector, if you're a Star Wars fan, if you're a Rogue One fan. There's just absolutely no way. So, like I said, there are some differences, and it's been fun to watch the comment section in Facebook groups today. And I was kind of watching in anticipation of what was going to happen, because people are literally throwing out this whole thing out there that all the scalpers, death to the scalpers, and I'll have the scalpers go jump off a cliff, and all the eBay people on that are selling these Shoretroopers for $600-700 they're so screwed now, and the people that paid that money, they're screwed now. And I can 100% tell you without a doubt that is not the case. That is not the case. If you paid extra, a little extra money to get your Shoretrooper, you are not screwed out of that money. If you, oh, that guy just totally fell. That was awesome. Okay, that was fun. The Shoretrooper decided he'd take a dive off of the platform there as it's spinning around. But like I was saying, the difference in the figures is actually pretty strong on the variants of the paint apps on the Squad Leader, which we're going to look at here in a little bit, and I'll put up a photo on this guy. But the Squad Leader, totally different paint. Totally different paint. You can see it right there just in the photos. Below on the shoulder armor, it's blue and then white, and then it goes back to the tan. Totally different paint. On the chest application, way less blue, and it's a totally different paint. So that means it's not a direct reissue of the Rogue One Shoretrooper Captain that we saw back in 2017. So that means that people like me who want to collect the entire line, who just really love Trooper variants, are not going to be selling their Shoretroopers from Rogue One. They're not going to do that. If anything, I think we're going to see a little dip in price, and then it's going to go back up. And I mean like a slightest dip, not even much. It might just go up. The people who want to collect this line are going to pay even more money knowing there's more variants coming out. That's my thoughts on this thing. The Squad Leader, it looks beautiful. It's got the comma. It doesn't have the pockets on the right thigh. It doesn't have that. The storage compartment doesn't have that. The paint apps are different. It looks a little bit more yellow. Based on the photos, it could be just, Photoshop, whatever. Looks a little bit more yellow. The weathering is different. The belt is different. It's a different figure. It's a totally different freaking figure. And I am absolutely going to be picking up a squad leader. Now, the Grunt is clearly a different figure, and there's no way that's going to be misinterpreted as anything else. It is from the Mandalorian. It's not from Rogue One. However, it's clearly a Rogue One figure. I mean, clearly. All right, so you Rogue One completionists out there, my intention right now is to get at least one squad leader and 2 grunts. That's my current plan, is to do that. But it may get up to where I get 2 squad leaders and 3 grunts or something. I don't know. I'm army building the hell out of these guys because, as you guys might be able to see still on the camera on the screen, they look amazing together. They're gorgeous. They're a lot of fun to play with. They're a lot of fun to pose. And army building troopers is always fun. It makes the display look amazing. So there's no way I'm passing on either ones. If you want to pick up these, you can check them out at Collector Zone. They have a discount code Patrol. You can save 5%. They're probably already sold out, honestly, because the hype for these is just super crazy. But I'll put a link down there anyways. Pop Collectibles also will have these. I'll put a link for them down below. They're going to have your day 1 batch, your first batch figures is going to be Pop Collectibles. So if you want to get super early and not wait on Sideshow to get 2 or 3 months later, then you can definitely check that out. Let me know how many of these you're going to buy down below. Let me know if you enjoyed this recap on the Shoretrooper from 2017. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do so. We're on our way to 100,000 subscribers with a good pace. We're on the way. I'm super thankful to you guys. And all the 500 people who joined the Facebook group in the last 2 days, welcome. You guys are awesome. Thank you for joining up. If you need tips and tricks, if you want all kinds of collecting advice, this is the place to be. Subscribe to the channel, join the Facebook group, and always collect what you like. We'll see you next time.